Good afternoon, good morning, whatever. We are not Chicago Bob Nelson. Chicago Bob Nelson is in Boston, iced in and snowed in, and I just could not make it, and we are so sorry. He sends his best to everybody here, wishes he could be here. He ain't having a ball up there at the airport in Boston, but we'll have a good time today. We're the King Bees. Today we're the duo. This is Hound Dog Baskerville. I am Queen Bee Zamagni. We hail from Todd, North Carolina. Does anybody know where Todd, North Carolina is? Do you know where Todd is? Where is he? Yay! The woman is a brilliant person. She knows where it is. Does anybody know where Asheville, North Carolina is? We don't live anywhere near Asheville. I'm just checking your geography skills, which are excellent. Todd is, if you know where Boone is. Okay. We live about 10 miles north of Boone. Todd is a beautiful little mountain village nestled in the green bosom of the Blue Ridge on the banks of the New River. And we had to come down through a little sleet and snow to be with you, but we had to make it because we love being here for the Lowcountry Blues Bash. We're going to talk a little bit about the blues first here. Now, we're going to go way back. I'm talking way back. We're going back to about 1903. We're going to talk about a fellow by the name of W.C. Handy. He was in Tutwiler, Mississippi one afternoon. He was at the train station. And there was a gentleman playing guitar. He was playing the guitar across his lap. And it was using like a bottleneck and getting that kind of sound. W.C. Handy had never heard that sound before. And he understood the gentleman to be singing Where the Southern Crosses the Dog, and singing in a moaning, sort of sad manner. And he found out later that that was called blues. Now, we're going to come up in time a little bit. W.C. Handy, as we know, began to write prolifically, and a lot of the songs that he wrote, he referred to as blues songs. They were not like that guy in Tutwiler. They were more uptown kind of things. We're going to move up in time a little bit. We're going to move to around the 1920s, when women dominated the blues scene. I'll have you know. He says women still give him the blues. And we're going to talk about Bessie Smith, who was the queen of the blues. We're going to try a little tune that she did here. It's off of one of our CDs. Hey, those bed bugs sure is evil. They don't mean me no good. Yeah, those bed bugs sure is evil. They don't mean me no good. Thinks he's a woodpecker, I'm a hunk of wood. When I lay down at night, I wonder how can a poor girl sleep. When I lay down at night, I wonder how can a poor girl sleep. When sun is burning my hands, others is eating my feet. Oh, those bed bugs are nasty, hound dog. Tell me about it. to sleep. Yes, I'm moaning in the corner, so I goes over and peeps. It was the bedbug mother praying, Lord, give us some more to eat. Okay, that's Bessie's. We're going to come up to the 1930s. Modern times, the 1930s. We're going to talk about a fellow by the name of Robert Johnson. Young man, at the tender age of 28, made a very fatal decision. He was playing a house party one night down in Mississippi, and he made that error that, gentlemen, I will warn you about. He flirted with the wrong man's wife. So that the next time he reached over for that jar of moonshine liquor, it had been laced with just enough arsenic, sufficient to ensure his very slow and painful death over the next 3 days. 28 years old. Now, do you know, a year later they came down from Carnegie Hall from New York City. They wanted to bring him up to Carnegie Hall to play a very famous concert called From Spiritualist to Swing. His time had come and gone, Robert Johnson. But we've been very fortunate to play up at Lincoln Center many times and to take Robert Johnson's music to wonderful places like Paris and Rome and Amsterdam and Charleston, North Carolina. South Carolina. Charleston, South Carolina. Should we try Robert Johnson? Okay. I went down to the crossroad. I tried to play it right. I went down to the crossroad. Well, I tried to play it right. Nobody seemed to know me. Everybody just to pass me by. I went down the crossroad. I fell down upon my knees. Yeah, I went down to the crossroad, and I fell down upon my knees. And I pray, Lord of mercy, won't you save poor Queen Bee? Whoa, if you please. Robert Johnson. I will also apologize to you for the fact that we usually get up at about an hour from now. We're on that third shift thing, musicians. You finish your show at about 2 in the morning. You drive home and have a little supper and get to bed about 6. Get up about 2, something like that. And we had to shift our schedule slightly today. So if we seem like we have no idea where we are, what we're doing, it's true.
To a certain degree.
So that brings us up about to the 1940s. And we're going to think about a fella by the name of Muddy Waters. Now, he was still in Mississippi. He was driving a tractor on a plantation. They came down from the Library of Congress and they wanted to record some of the indigenous music of people in Mississippi. Well, his heart and mind and everything was all oriented towards making that trip up to Chicago, which he would do quite soon. But at the time they came down and recorded him, he was singing about what it was like to be in Mississippi and hoping you could be somewhere else. And this tune is kind of indicative of his state of mind. And he looked back in later years and said, you know, that was my favorite song that I ever recorded. It was the first one. Hey, I'm going way too deal. I won't be back no more. Well, I'm going way down south, south. Don't you want to go? I got a trouble, and a worried mind. Hey, I can't be satisfied. Just can't keep from crying. Hey, I know my little baby. She gonna jump and shout when that train come bled. I come trucking out. I got a trouble and a worried mind. Oh, there's no way in the world I can be satisfied. I just can't keep from crying. Satisfied. I hear my doorbell ring. Lord, I'm looking for my baby. I cannot see a doggone thing. I got a trouble and a worried mind. Hey, I can't be satisfied. I just cannot keep from crying. Hey, yeah, I feel like snapping a pistol in your face. You know that graveyard's gonna be your resting place. There's a trouble and a worried mind. Oh, I can never be satisfied, and I just can't keep from crying. Well, I feel like slapping a pistol in your face. You know that graveyard's gonna be your resting place. There's a trouble and a worried mind. Well, I can't be
The Queen Bee, finish it out. The Queen Bee.